It takes a whole village to raise a child. My experience in AVID has proven this true. I found my village in AVID. It is not just a class, AVID is family. This village has changed me into a new student, one who has the goal of graduating from college. I know I have a blood family who cares about me, but unfortunately, my family isn't capable of helping me reach my educational dream. I come from a family with limited education. My mother did not complete junior high, and my brother and sister dropped out of high school, so I can't rely much on them when it comes to school. AVID has helped me develop learning strategies and a goal for success that I could not have found in my family. AVID is my village. I used to be a student whose grades were impressive, but my classes were easy. I was not challenged. When I joined AVID, I discovered new horizons, new activities, and advanced classes. I had never before realized that my school has such exciting programs or challenging classes until AVID. Joining Student Council was like a world to explore. I was able to learn how students work together to organize different events. Although English is my second language, with the support of AVID, I had been successful in advanced placement English literature. This is my greatest achievement. The best aspect of my AVID village is my home, the AVID classroom. My first day in AVID was a shocking one. My personality is one of a quiet observer. When I entered that room, everyone was talking to each other, and I studied their behavior as if it was some type of research. The students had already been together for more than a year, and I was the outsider. In that room, our physical family and cultural ties were put aside. They talked as if no differences existed. There were no whites, Mexicans, Asians, or African Americans. There was simply us. As days passed, my new classmates invited me to forget my differences. Today, I'm no longer afraid of asking for help from others in my AVID classroom. Even more surprising, I had fun talking with them. My teacher, Mrs. McGuinness, who was the only person I talked with in the beginning, became my guide in the process of raising this new me. I know I can count on her no matter what obstacles I face. Thank you, Mrs. McGuinness. There are others in my AVID village who supported me. Teachers and tutors make sure that I not only plan to go to college, but also that I am well prepared and successful. In my first AP class, US History, I became very familiar with the AVID tutors. In fact, we became good friends. For the first couple of weeks in that class, I was devastated. I was failing. This was the first time in my education there seemed to be no hope in sight. Mrs. McGuinness encouraged me and showed me what to do to improve my grade. I needed to work extra with tutors, and success would be possible. The next few weeks, my tutorials focused on AP History. At that time, Lila Stone, the tutor coordinator, became helpful in dealing with my hardest class. Lila helped me understand history. She made me realize that to be successful was to study. Almost a year later, she confessed to us that she was learning most of the concepts as we were. She told us that a tutor is there for guidance purposes, to lead us in how to solve our own problems. She wasn't an expert in history, but she went the extra mile and worked to prepare herself in order to help us. For that, I thank Lila. I realized she was modeling learning strategies so that I could solve problems by myself. Not only did I learn how to study, Mrs. McGuinness said there was more to school than classes and that colleges look for extracurricular activities and community service. AVID required us to volunteer. We often volunteer as a family. With my AVID brothers and sisters, it was easy for me to step out of my comfort zone and become involved in activities to serve my community. When I surrounded myself with others who had the same goals as I did, I found it easier to be successful. I knew when I started AVID that there would be new faces, but I didn't expect to meet my 23 best friends in this village that would raise me. Joining AVID was a turning point. Everything in my life from that point on was focused on college. I began as a student who was fascinated with the idea of going to college, but didn't know much about the process of getting there. AVID introduced me to the path that leads to college. AVID identified areas of improvement in order for me to be successful in college. My family had no clue how I was supposed to reach my goal of a higher education. Fortunately, I had my AVID village. AVID has been a key to my success, my door to a brighter future, and a path to my dream, college. I will be attending Wichita State University in the fall and plan to major in business. Thank you.